Hello, and welcome to another edition of Mindful Monday. My 15-year-old daughter recently got her driver's permit. She's a brand new driver on the road, and we are busy practicing how to be safe, how to keep ourselves under the laws of the road, and really how to also be aware of others and how they're driving to really protect ourselves. One thing I've noticed, and yesterday this became really aware, was when I was sitting in the passenger seat and she is driving the vehicle, I noticed that she really enjoys me asking her questions about what is coming up. So let me give you an example. I saw there was a roundabout coming up, and as a new driver, she gets a little uncomfortable in the roundabouts, not quite sure how to gauge how close the cars are coming to her, not quite sure how to decide if she should go or if she should wait. So instead of telling her what to do, I paused and I said, her name's Grace. I said, Grace, coming up, there's a roundabout. This is a busy one. It's in a city that has a lot of traffic. So I said, it's a busy roundabout. Why don't you tell me as we approach this roundabout, what are you planning to do? And just by me simply asking this question, it allowed her some space to really be thoughtful and prepare ahead of time for what she's going to do when she approaches the roundabout. She walked me through, I'm gonna slow down, I'm gonna wait and see who's coming through the roundabout from my left. I'm gonna stay in the far right lane so that I can also merge and exit on the second left, and then I'm gonna keep going. So she verbalized and walked me through the scenario ahead of time. When we got up to the roundabout, she confidently and slowly entered, went through, and made a successful exit. Now, this was very interesting to me, so I asked her the question. I said, do you appreciate and enjoy when I ask you to verbalize what you're planning to do more than me telling you what to do? And she said, absolutely. So what I've done in the past is, given that situation, I've said, oh my goodness, slow down. Oh goodness, do you see this car coming? Oh boy, speed up a little bit so we can get in here. And telling her immediately what to do gave her a sense of anxiety and really stressed her out. So here's a question using this situation and this example. When you're navigating this week, where can you ask some curious questions? How can you support others by asking them to explain what their plan of preparation is? Where would this be beneficial to you? As humans, as individuals, when we're navigating our personal and professional worlds, when we have something that is going to increase our stress levels, when we have our roundabouts this week, simply by asking, what is your plan to attack that roundabout? What is your plan to attack that work meeting? What is your plan to attack this big social gathering that may heighten your stress level? Walk me through the situation. And simply showing that you're there to support, hearing what they're planning on doing so that you can also give some guidance, give some feedback ahead of time, instead of telling them in the moment what to do or what not to do, can be extremely beneficial. So here's my challenge for this week. Where can you offer some guidance and support ahead of time for the roundabout in your week? And how can you do so in a caring and loving way for another, in a coachable fashion, by giving those curious questions, allowing them to create their own solutions, building up that confidence, and continuing on. All right, go out and have the most beautiful week.